Need his teammates to help clear out this connector angle.
Zip starting the first fight. Nafany is going to go down, but there's two players inside of the connector for Cloud9. In fact, Axel is going to get shredded through, but do they expect the other Hobbit found by BlameF? A snappy kill out on towards Farley, and a double found for Hobbit. Draws it right back. Zip had done so much work, but now Astralis decide they can't get down to the B side. They have to focus on this A play instead. And Shiro's playing for the back of the bank. He's looking for a couple of shots. Those opportunities not coming his way, and he was taken out by Config.
Smoke for Dumpster makes life difficult. At least Intez does have a kit on his back pocket. Allows them to use up a bit more time, but they're hoping that Hobbit can find this initial frag on the flank. And now I don't know if that fight's going to be given to him.
Oh, a lovely shot from Intez. Config out of there because of that. And a Hobbit, who was last seen towards connector, starts to push his way up through the mid position. Intez with a kit on his back. Gives them a little more time to play with here, but time is still of the essence, and pressure now building for Cloud9 as they run into the site. Astralis playing discipline. Finally, the shot, give it away. Hobbit takes down Zip. Defuse being stuck around the corner, and Hobbit just fending off his teammate. Defuse will come through, and Cloud9 will pick up the first round.
As it stands, though, Cloud9 currently have 3 players stacked up to A, and that might be the incorrect call. Intez is going to go aggressive, and there's so many players around this corner.
Oh, BlameF goes around the corner first, though. And shreds enters to give Astralis the 2-man advantage. And Cloud9 nowhere near the B site. They've actually decided to call this one off. So Astralis will have their first round. A nice shot from BlameF around the corner to ensure it. And save call for Cloud9 confirmed. So there we go. That's it for Astralis. That's more like it. I feel like if they went down 5-0 and needed a timeout almost immediately. But now they picked that up, at least showing that they will fight when the guns come out.
There's only one player here. Only
Exactly.
Intez on the site.
And look how low he is. 32 HP. Intez is going to have a lot of pressure on his shoulders here to hold for against this attack of Astralis. Luckily, Hobbit's gone down to help him out, and they are trying to be ready for this. 8 seconds left. Astralis need to get on the site and start planning right now, and finally, they will go towards it. Zip confirms the plant. Goes a little wide, and Hobbit and Nafany starting to take all the kills required here. Cloud9 in a very good position to shut this one out. Farley yet to get a kill, yet to get on the board. The Glaive is helping him out. It's a headshot on Hobbit, but we need this offer to deliver something. And finally, Farley will get himself a pick. Time is starting to be drawn out now. Astralis sitting back in some solid post plants. Glaive in particular in the power position of short. It's Intez that's gone down first. The tap to pull them into the fight, and Glaive will go down. It is now Farley with everything to do, and he gets around, denies the defuse from happening. Axel takes the kill, but he will not be taking the round. And Farley and Glaive able to pull off the round. Here comes the utility. 20 seconds left. Astralis continue to try and finish on this A site, but still a lot to get through here. Shiro and Axel, not two players that'll make your life easy as you try and leap to the site. 8 seconds. They have to get on the plant within 4 seconds from now. Make it 2, and there just isn't enough time to win the round. Astralis once again have to concede to time. Another round for Cloud9. Just making it nice and easy for them right now. Will it get cancelled out by Shiro? He's going to play from the back of DEIXA. Config's shadow seen. Shiro readies himself, and the kill is through. Cloud9 have now equalized the numbers again. 35 seconds. Astralis a little deeper in the bathrooms this time. They have a bit of extra time to try and get through the site, to try and break through the defense. But Shiro is easier said than done to take him out. Nafany's helped him out. The shot lands and does damage, and Shiro's still standing. Nafany's done so much, but finally, Astralis has stopped Shiro from doing much more on the side. Farley puts him down, and a 2v2, make it 2v1 with Hobbit's kill onto Zipix. Couldn't quite fall back, so it's Farley that has to try and close this one out. The offer into the clutch. Oh, the shot, the opportunity, ineffective, but quickly reacts to Hobbit, but the defuse around the corner. Oh, he can't get the angle. The shot will land. You have to try and battle your way through this. You gotta try and clear out Axel, and actually Axel commits in an awkward position, and Shiro's now under pressure because of that. So Zipex, a lovely double from him, and Nafany a double back. Luckily Config quick to shut that down in reply. Astralis will maintain an advantage, and this might just be their best shot at winning a round in a long time. Hobbit couldn't get the long pick, but turns to the site to catch out BlameF. So now we're back into the 2 versus 2. Shot for Cloud9 to retake this one. No utility for them though. And Config in a very good spot. Oh, a lovely first tap, but Hobbit clears him out in reply. And now it's just down to Farley. Oh, gets dinked up, down to 9 HP, and is planted in a similar position where Farley lost the 1v1 again. Hobbit swings, gets the kill, and gets it back onto the defuse. None of these close rounds are going Astralis' way, and Hobbit able to pull off the clutch.
BlameF going aggressive early. We haven't said his name too often, Dinko. He does normally get more of his work done on that CT side, but he's normally so consistent, and here is some quicker pace.
Yeah, it's a bit faster here from Astralis, but like I said earlier, when they tried these quicker plays, it's Inter's rifle that has been a threat to them, but Zip, once again, getting a huge double kill. He's found a couple of multi-kills in this game so far, and trying to make the difference for this round. They're still down a player. Farley still isn't even on the site, so that's the problem. He's the bomb carrier, and if he goes back towards short, if he goes back here with a bomb on his back and gets caught by Hobbit, that's the round surely now. He could have went through Monster and just walked out with Zip, but decided to go back right in towards two players of the Cloud9 side and loses the bomb. Zipex now put in the clutch. Now, often the master of these situations. This time getting spammed down exactly where he is. Doesn't really have a way out of it, and Hobbit takes him out. So
Cloud9 will just sit back again. Only 2 CTs B this time. Oh no. It's still burned out.
Yeah, Inter's got forced out of position, but still standing, and that's a big problem for Astralis. And Hobbit, he's even more of a problem. What a beast he has been so far in this competition. He's continued that into this Astralis matchup, and he is just locking down this defense. Astralis not getting any space. Finally, Farley able to find something. A Pixel Shiro spotted. Brought down, but Hobbit, 2 HP, the walking wounded. Still being put in a position to fight up on the site, and he's going to catch Config out. Finally, Farley moving forward. A couple of kills being taken by the Danish sniper. Hobbit and Inter's both down. And we're at a 2v2, a chance for a 4th round for Astralis, found at the hands of Farley's AWP. And Nafny looking to bring down the hammer, looking to stop this from happening, but Farley will not be denied.
So it is common for them to be much better on this CT side of things. Let's see if they can win the pistol to get off to that good start. That's not the best start for the pistol.
Nope, not at all. And a lovely start for Cloud9, though. Enters to remove BlameF. His first CT round will not be getting any rewards. Config's turn to try and patch up the hole for Astralis. He peeks out to long. Sees a couple of players. Can't really do a whole lot about it. And Zipex's turn. Cloud9 just slowed it down. They're actually assembling a boost towards long to see if they can see anything down and towards the site. I like that they've taken the sting out of this. It's making Astralis feel a little unsure, a little queasy right now. They'll have to try and move forward and get that information back. Where have they gone? Why is it so silent? But now they start to realize what's happening. It's the play towards this H side. Shiro elsewhere taking out Farley and extending the kills here. But Config, lovely couple of kills for him. But unfortunately for Astralis, it isn't really amounting to too much. Puts Glaive into the 1 versus 3. The Joe Berettas. A quick headshot onto Axile. But a lot more needed here for Glaive. Going towards the site. He knows where his opponents are, and Glaive, another one found on the Joel Berettas. Can he close it onto Nafny? The clutch with a Julie crash being set up here, and Glaive has got it. All right, Joel Berettas coming, swinging for Astralis, and Glaive to pull off the 1v3.
I'm used to seeing people spam with the dualies, not just snipe with them.
Yeah, the little taps.
Especially that one tap. That was lovely. Astralis is sending reinforcements. They've got a 3rd player rotated up to this A-bomb site.
Well, here Cloud9 come. Limited time. That could be one of those disastrous finishes, but Nafny's done very well to give Cloud9 the opening kill in nearly a second. Luckily holding strong from the corner. Config will cover off his teammate at BlameF, but all the kills start to come through, and it's Cloud9 still scrambling, still trying to find their way to the site, and Zip has dropped the bomb. It's all down to this fight. If Zip can just stay alive, but he can't. He swings, and Inters brings him down. We're pretty used to seeing these slow rounds on Overpass, aren't we, on the B side? It's a little too slow for the first half liking for Astralis, but that peek out from Zip has given away his life and given Axel the kill back for Cloud9. 43 seconds. They're starting to lean towards this B site, and Shiro's caught out Glaive. Farley's starting to make some ground back as he pushes down through middle, but there's so much going in the way of Cloud9 now that they found that kill.
The bomb is starting to come
If it
through
comes back
connector.
up. Oh, yeah. This could get messy. Axel's going to go down. Farley's going to have another chance and gets cleared out finally by Inters. Hobbit's already pushed up. Look at this. Look at this position. BlameF is not ready for that. Good night. Knockout by Hobbit. And Config left inside of the 1 versus 3 clutch. You know exactly where he's coming from. Hobbit is the absolute nightmare for Astralis. And Cloud9 put 15 on the board. If you did miss the action, we'd have to extend play into a second day for the Movistar Riders versus Astralis opener. Festo played the first map. Clave came in for the rest. About to be a B-walk here for Cloud9. Shiro's done very well to take out Zipex. Snappy able to follow up, and Farley under a bit of pressure, but he will nip out with a FAMAS and get around the smoke. He's got his teammate BlameF trying to get in from short to help him out, but look at this. Nafany's tracked him, and his teammate's gone down, and Farley! Oh, another big round from him. A 3K. And Hobbit was starting to lurk on the other side of the map and try and find impact from this deep position again, but he's realized he can't do anything about it. He's got to save this one. The time not on his side. And Astralis will not be done yet. They find a round off the back of Farley's big B hold.
That is behold for everyone listening. Yeah, I think Farley has had some good signs of
posted up towards
push him.
The party, but Cloud9 are coming back to beat. Farley was fantastic over here in the last round. He's going to try and step up with some impact again. Zip is coming to help him out. And Cloud9 once again try and finish this game. Inside of the B site, BlameF coming down through connector. Inters is waiting for him. BlameF just might walk into his crosshair here, and oh, he will. A big kill to find for Cloud9. 49 seconds left. They walk right into the AWP again. Shiro spots the barrel, sees the rifle, knows 2 players now on the B site. You're going to see the acceleration of Inters going up through connector, up through mid to try and put pressure on the A side. That is going to pull the rotation of the AWP of Farley, who expects them to back away, who expects that bomb to be going back, and the bomb is leaving B. Inters looking for the kill, but he's gone down. What does Shiro do now? He has to go through connector, and they'll start to realize, hold on, Shiro isn't with him. Shiro wasn't with Inters, so they have to start thinking about the B play again, and Shiro might just get enough time with the rotation over to get the bomb down and get into a decent position. And Shiro is good at the clutches, we know that. But he's buying a lot of time for Astralis to make the rotate down. And they're getting here. They're now at heaven. Shiro getting out of this position becomes very difficult. The shot was actually perfect onto Zip in terms of it landing, but unfortunately hit the leg. So not enough damage done to bring down Zip. And that's going to be the recovery and the retake for Astralis. BlameF coming down on yet again. Will he go down to Inters for the second time? Yes, he will. Back-to-back rounds. Inters best BlameF inside of the connector. And giving Cloud9 a huge advantage in the process. Farley's now scoped in on towards mid. Inters got to deal with 2 coming his way. Config's going to start clearing close. Can't really go beyond divider though, otherwise you'd be put in a very difficult spot. And Cloud9 are getting some ground. Farley's going to be under pressure, or Config rather. And now Farley, because of his rifle support, is gone. He is under pressure, and Hobbit's pushed out through long. Surely this is it now. The final nail being hammered into the coffin of Astralis and Overpass. Clave and Zipex trying to come back. But good luck getting even close to this site with the amount of Cloud9 players deep inside.
Glaive wishes he didn't have the AWP now.
Yeah.
2v5 retake. Desperately looking for a fight.
Oh, as soon as he goes up over the stairway, Shiro's position is good enough to bring him down, and Shiro will double to close. Cloud9 side pistol starts with 3 players in Palace, 1 towards ramp, and 1 little lurk of Shiro elsewhere.
Smoke already deployed in towards this A side of the map. We've got a double stack into CT. That could be difficult to deal with.
Quick hit from Cloud9. The charge down into the A site. Glaive has done well to dispatch of the first. Farley able to help him out. A nice peek out again from the pistol of Farley. At least the kill has come through here for Cloud9, and Shiro now activates on his lurk, realizing he needs to regroup with Inters because they've lost the forces of everybody else. Shiro tagged a little bit, putting pressure on Config, chasing him down into jungle, but BlameF comes around the ramp and finds Inters with the bomb on his back. Shiro now into the clutch. A full minute left. No bomb on his back, though. He will have to try and recover that.
USP recovered. Has to make sure he reloads that straight away. Clave playing on the site itself, but Astralis have no need to give away unnecessary fights. And realizing they're better off just tucking in, seeing if they can work together once they figure out where Shiro's coming from. Oh, now he's been spotted. Still doesn't know where that second player is. Now he does. Quick adjustment from Shiro. Hey, but
there shouldn't be too much issue here for Cloud9. It's good to see Cloud9 playing to this level, because the excitement about this tier was the fact that when you pick up an event in Dallas, you can start to build off of this competition overall. If you can take... You have a shot at winning Roobet, right? You look at this competition overall, I'd say Cloud9 have a very good chance of taking the win, even though we do have the likes of FaZe Clan in the competition. Cloud9, a team that are very proficient online, are starting to build momentum, whereas FaZe Clan, I think, are a little burnt out. This is kind of wild that this has happened. Config and Farlig have found a couple of kills back into the round. Axel should be making sure this round doesn't get out of hand, but Config has a chance to catch the bomb and Hobbit, but Hobbit does slip by and gets into the apartments and will now run over to the B site. Config's chances of winning this round now really start to shrink, especially with Axel taking out short. Spots out Config, brings him down, survives a bit of a scout. Cloud9 forced the way through to some control in the first fight towards ramp. Farley took a bit more of a risky position to try and open things up, and enters quick on the rifle. Rips through the AWP. Glaive towards top connector's gone down as well, and Astralis are losing numbers very quickly. Cloud9 getting so much control. And it's hard to see how the Danes get back into this one if Config can't deliver. Luckily gets one. More needed though.
He's still away from the rest of the pack. I'm not entirely sure if Zipex is aware of his position. Bomb yet to be planted. You don't have smokes to make that happen, but they're finally going to stick to it, and Hobbit is in a strong spot himself. I think Astralis may be giving up on this pretty quickly here. You can already see them dropping back, but Nafany gets the timing just right. Easy kill in behind. Cloud9 did a real solid job at not using too much utility on that mid take. They had quite a lot left if they needed it to take one of those bomb sites. Really, though, it ended up just coming down to a couple of opening kills, right? Intez gets that huge entry. I think you will be seeing Farlig AWP around this A site pretty often. That's what we were seeing from him on this Astralis side, but this time Cloud9 able to deal with it. Maybe a little longer before we see them commit to any of these plays. They are currently grouped outside of the A site. After spotting a couple of players in connector, Axel almost made both players pay there, but Farlig this time able to land his shot successfully. Now Nafany alone at mid could be a little more vulnerable. See Config sticking around. Farlig's found another frag. And now Glaive comes into play, looking great for Astralis.
Yeah, looking fantastic. And this is that opportunity you need to snatch. You need to take this round. This should have been a little easier for Cloud9 when you consider the weapons on the other side of Astralis, but they're finding impact. They're able to deliver this one. And Inter should really have no say in this 1v4. That's the chance now. This is the lifeline thrown out to Astralis. They can start to swim back into this. Get it going early on the CT half. Let's take a look at the money here for Cloud9 going into the next round. Buy isn't going to be great, but they still could purchase. Inter's Palace does give away his spot now. They're tracking him and trapping him in here. That smoke going to keep Glaive at bay for now. 5 seconds. If they kill Inters after the time, that would be a disaster. And they're starting to swarm in, but Straw's probably just happy taking the weapons, so Inters will be given.
Cloud9 grouping up outside A early. The early utility from Astralis will slow things down for now, but here come the smokes and here comes the play.
Let's quick out. Farley handles Nafany. Advantage given on over to Astralis for the time being. And over the top of the stairs, Hobbit leaps, but somehow doesn't get the kill. Blim F actually protects the stairway and is able to get the kill for Astralis, who now are up 2 players. Cloud9 have had a few moments here, a few maneuvers to try and get themselves into a powerful position. Finally, Inters will get the kill, and Glaive goes down in the window, and just in the blink of an eye, We're back to the even numbers on either side again. Config dodges the flash, and therefore gives Axel the timing to move up connector into a better spot. Luckily, Config won't go down, but Axel is going to maintain strong position at connector.
Smoke has gone down into jungle. That was the last smoke that Shiro had. That might help get this bomb down, but they're still tentative. There's still a couple of angles they need to be scared of. Not any longer, though. Intez lands a good shot. Oh, they're not ready for Zipex. He lines them up, and now it's all on Axel.
Yeah, 1 versus 2 for Axel's AK. And the bomb not down. We'll have to try and pick that up. Zip with another multi-kill this time. Should be getting him the round. Config sees Axel. Can't take him out, so the ball is now picked up, and Axel spotting out with the Overpass playing front feels a bit more comfortable exposing himself to connector, but now they run him down. Oh, it's a 1 kill for Axel, looking for the second up on top, and Ticket spots him. Zipex down, and another clutch for Cloud9. This time it's Axel delivering shots with the Overpass that could have made the difference in the round. Nafny, good peek out with a MAC-10, gets critted by Config, but look how quick this is. Coming into the B side, couple of missed shots here from Shiro. He's giving a bit of mercy over to Astralis, and in particular Config, to see if he can still make something happen of this. The rifle caught in the corner, and Hobbit eventually will rattle enough into his chest to bring down the Berserker. Hobbit plays in the smoke. He's deep beyond this. Astralis continue to think about his position. But can they get rid of him, because distraction will start to come through from the apartments, and Farley luckily is able to fixate upon the smoke. Glaive on the double kill. And somehow Cloud9 have floundered on the play towards B. And put it down to Inters, and Farley reads this play. He reads the avenue that Inters will take back into the site, and Farley takes him out. Oh, that's a big recovery. AWP tracking his prey, but...
He's just left the bomb behind. Has to come back, Inters. Oh, no!
He's got it. Config got the flank, though, and that's the bomb down. Farley inside of the site as well, dropping Axel. Feels a little disjointed here for Cloud9. Shiro was coming as well, but he's about to get flanked. And he's actually ready for this. He's reading Glaive's flank from behind. Spots the barrel. There's the kill. Smoke up, keeping Config alive for the time being. Shiro did not see him jump up into the corner, but he anticipates it. It's all about patience now for Config. 45 seconds left. Astralis know they have to come to them to get the bomb back. Oh, just at the time that Shiro pulls the molly. The reposition for Config. He jumps out of the corner. That's a chance gone for Shiro. 30 seconds. Starting to play with Hobbit coming out through short, and Config has got back into the site to defend that short offensive. And has taken Hobbit out, leaving just Shiro coming in from the apartments, and Config again dropping further back. Has another good position with the orb. And oh, Shiro quick to it. Is he going to have another one? The answer is just no. Farley luckily in a strong enough position that Shiro did not consider. Oh, Nafny. He's trying to jump out the window to create some space with Zip. This is the kind of hold you like to see from a good double kill from Zip coming through.
Looked like a team flash in there onto Nafny. Cloud9 need that bomb plant quickly.
This flank coming up through the underpass is quite swift from BlameF. He's even got a second player joining him from that side. So they're looking to converge on this retake from two sides, Astralis. The market and the apartments. And that will draw the attention away from Cloud9 and split their focus. Inter starts to split the forces of Astralis. Open the head of BlameF, and Hobbit does the same on the Glaive. So now Astralis starting to lose players very quickly indeed, until it's just Farley, and they see exactly where he is. That post plant was made to look very easy. He just has to apologize for that one and try and pull this one back as he goes through the connector. He can wrap around the back. He can catch the sniper here, and he will. Couple of warning shots let him know that he's in the sights of Glaive, but can't really do much about it. And BlameF is now patching up the B defense. Starting to look very good here for Astralis. A 1v4 needed. With 19 seconds left. Good luck, Shiro. First pick is that. Second still. So many players to find a no-scope out on Zip, but Config was just too much to handle.
Has had a bit more impact on the whole, but something for Astralis to work with. And as they move into A, there's a three-man stack from Cloud9.
Nafny, one pick for him. Hobbit. That is not a clean fight from either player, but Hobbit will eventually get his kill. And will be killed from BlameF for swing around Palace. Although Astralis not getting too close to the site here at all. It's just BlameF left. And he'll get taken out at Cloud9 with a pistol on the CT half. Now, this is where Astralis really struggles.
The Geese, they are not scared of anything, I'm telling you.
I was actually on a little trip to Iceland a month ago at this point, and the Geese were trying to get into the hotel. So yeah, they're trying to penetrate the force.
Just like Astralis are trying to penetrate the A site in this round.
Yeah, well, we'll see if they
I think they might be suffering the same fate as the Geese, not allowed into the hotel.
Yeah. Looks like we have the security on point. Nafany, chief security guard at the moment. Grounds back to back from Nafany. Just Zip coming out middle with a
There's no one from Astralis on that B side of the map. They're just now coming back to it. But Nafany will realize this is clear. He can call for his teammates to rotate away from the B site itself. And if they don't flush him out of this position, that could be a real big problem. Oh, it's such an annoying angle. No way BlameF's going to clear that one. Nice play from Nafany. And now Astralis realize he's pushed up through B. Going A would be scary. There could be a stack in play, but how can you come back from this? It's not going to be easy.
Polly, oh, misses the shot. He needed to pick that one up. If he does, maybe a shot to get back into it. But with that kill going Hobbit's way, it puts Cloud9 in an even more comfortable position. Lost the AWP. You've lost Zipex now too. And soon to be loss of the round. Config might get this, but missed shot again. Oh, this just feels so off for Astralis right now. Shiro gets rid of Config. Blave is just left. And he's just fishing a barrel, getting shot up by Cloud9 at the moment. He has had some impactful moments, has gone quiet towards the second half, unfortunately. Zip goes down. Nice opening for Axel. First kill there for Cloud9. BlameF, look at the position he's managed to find. He's pushed all the way through the window. Deep into a spawn side. He can play just on this rotation and cut off Shiro. Goes in for the fight, running down Market. Axel spots him. Rifle shots should give it away. The BlameF has a problem close, but can't really deal with it. Axel's going to drop him. Now Glave's turn the maneuver forward. They're actually walking into the A side, and it's quite weak here. They've moved all their forces towards B. Hobbit is the only player left to try and deal with this and catches out Glaive. Now the rest of the Astralis players leaping towards their final attempt. Their final walk towards this A site, really, in what should be 15 for Cloud9.
Cloud9 realize sticking together may be the best way to coordinate this retake. 4v2 trades looking likely, especially as Farlik has the AWP. He's out of there. It's Config trying his best. This time his best won't be enough. Too many players up against him. Solid trade from Hobbit. Not a single T round taken here by Astralis.
See them at Pinnacle. Yeah, they beat a couple of weaker teams. They made it to the final. But once they really came up against a tough team, when they came up against a Heroic, it wasn't even competitive. Next outing against the better side, it's against Cloud9. And Astralis, once again, not competitive. This is going to kill their confidence in terms of playing against some of these top sides, and that's not great. Heading into Cologne.
Yeah, definitely not. And one of the things I was hoping here on Mirage is that we'd see that individual freedom. We'd see some individual plays. Had none of that on the T side. They're trying to spread out, but they just can't win the fights early in the round. Now you're down in a 3v5. Glaive is at least getting some ground gained. Maybe a chance for him to do something.
It's going to be a lot in the... He does spot the barrel, actually. Over the top. BlameF, almost in tandem, works the kill on Nafany. But the rest of the kills recovered here for Cloud9. Quickly, Hobbit and Shiro bringing it back. Shiro closes it out. And a 2-0 victory coming in for Cloud9 over Astralis. It's a pretty one-sided affair right from the get-go.